Okay, so we're gonna sit down real quick and take this Capcom survey because I've seen a few people talk about it, and I'm kind of curious to see what exactly the Capcom survey is all about, what they're going to be showing in it, what they're going to be doing in it. So, without further ado, I don't want to make this video too long, so let's jump into it and see what's up with it. So we're gonna, I guess, turn the sound on. Capcom Super Elections now underway. Cast your vote to win fabulous prizes. Create your own unique card, a wallpaper. These are sample images, not the actual product. Oh, okay. Let's vote. This Capcom Super Election. Okay, first, create a card wallpaper. Download as a wallpaper. Why? What? There's 7 different cards, something or other. Anti-zombie police. So that sounds like the RPD. The town fighter. That sounds like Street Fighter. What? Oh, I can only pick one? Oh. Oh. Oh, we'll go Resident Evil with it. Because that should be cool. Okay, Spiral Blade. If you could learn one wait. Okay, if you were a member of the cast of Capcom Town, what would your job title be? Please just select one. Oh, anti-zombie police. Sure. If you could learn one special move, what would it be? Please just pick one. Headshot. I do like to. I am the werewolf, so you know, good aim go a long way. Please select the game systems you own. Yep. Nobody owns an iOS. What? Okay. The region. Hold on 1 second. Right. There's no sound. Which of the following Capcom games do you like the best? Please just one. Search game name. Oh no. I guess Resident Evil would be probably what? And I can only pick one? Following games do you like best? Oh man. Huh. Okay, I like all 3 of these equally. Um I do like Village, but in VR. I think RE4 remake maybe a little bit more because it's got VR in it. Boy, that's. I will say just because of VR experience, Resident Evil 4. We'll say that. Which of the following Capcom games do you like the best? So first one is RE4. Who is your favorite Capcom character? Please select just one. Leon Kennedy. That is my spirit animal. He needs a beard though in the future, okay? We need to give him at least a little something of a beard. Okay. What do you look for in Capcom games? Good gameplay, unique worlds, replay value, and unpredictable exciting stories. Music not so much. Unique and captivating characters, absolutely. Superb graphics, most of the time. First time experiences, new genres, not really. Ability to play with players, no. Difficulty but satisfying, rewarding gameplay, yes. Please select up to 3 choices. Oh, but I need more than 3 choices. It's Capcom. We love everything that Capcom does. I mean, if it doesn't have replay value, that's all right because usually the main experience is great. Storyline does wonders. Exhilarating gameplay. I will take the worlds off. Unique and captivating characters. Unique characters, you need storyline, or it's not a Capcom game. Superb graphics, not always. Difficulty, satisfying, rewarding gameplay. Ooh, that's I'll we'll say these 3. We'll say the top 3. Okay. What image do you have of Capcom? Select up to 3 choices. Weird in a good way. Oh man, master of its craft, sure. Definitely pioneers because Street Fighter. Weird in a good way Oh man. Global competitor. The HQ is in Japan. Well, yes, that is very true. Man, they are unique. We'll say they're unique. There's not much else like them. Okay, are there any Capcom game series, including spin-off games, that you'd like to see get a sequel or a new one? Ho! Dino Crisis. Devil May Cry. Uh, Darkstalkers would be really fun to have back. Onimusha would be pretty fun to have back. Let's why do you do this? Why do you do this to me? Okay, Street Fighter, like, come on, we have Street Fighter. Street Fighter 6 is great. Onimusha. I think I'll go that way with it. As much as I like Darkstalkers, we haven't seen Onimusha in a while. Let's go that way. I don't care at all for Dead Rising. Dragon's Dogma is, well, you know my nickname for that one, so yeah, I think that's the three. Is there a game that you would like to see a completely remade with the latest technology, including character design and story direction? They're asking the question. They're asking the major question. It's not in here. What was the first Capcom game you played? Oh, fuck. First Capcom game I played. It was a Resident Evil game. The first Capcom game I played. Wait, wow. Or no, because I played Mortal Kombat back in the day. I didn't play Street Fighter. I want to say Resident Evil. It wasn't director's cut. I'm going to say Resident Evil 1 remake. We'll say that Resident Evil 1 remake is probably that's one I remember the most. Biohazard. There you go. Yeah. Which Capcom game has influenced you the most? Influenced me. Whew. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, the Warwolf channel was partly started off from Street Fighter. That's a pretty big influence. Resident Evil, though, my God, have I done so much with Resident Evil. Oh, fuck. This is turning into the Resident Evil Fest, funny enough. I thought I was going to be doing a lot more Street Fighter. Influenced me, though. I think I might go Street Fighter with this one, because Street Fighter got me into actually competing online and doing fighting games online, which I had never cared and never thought I would want to ever do. And so when Street Fighter 5 was becoming a thing, I started to jump online with Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct and everything else. So I think I'm going to have to say Street Fighter 5, in all honesty. That's probably a yeah, there's a lot of Street Fighters. Street Fighter, I think maybe Street Fighter 5 was the most influential, because that one pushed me into really doing fighting games and stuff on the channel and being competitive. Yeah, it's kind of a weird one to think about on that. I would love to be able to say it was like Monster Hunter or Devil May Cry or Resident Evil or something. I've loved all those series too, but Street Fighter 5 changed. It really did change a game for me. And then Resident Evil kind of did right afterwards, also with all the modding and everything else, because I kind of learned how to mod games because of Resident Evil. Yeah, but Street Fighter 5 probably a big influence on me. Do you have a complaint you would like to share with Capcom? Haha. Reboot old IPs already. Release more original titles, not sequels. Too slow to release new number 10. Lame design. That's the biggest one, is just bring back the old IPs like Dino Crisis and such, and actually do something. Remake Dino Crisis, make it into a big old franchise. You're bringing back Dragon's Dogma already. Um, bring back some, like Capcom shooter in VR. Like, let's do some of that stuff and everything. You bring back the old arcade cabinet style stuff and everything. Let's do that. Um, Everybody's just going to pick that reboot old IPs, but then everybody complains like, we want new games. So it's, we welcome all your support. We welcome all your support for Capcom. It depends on how Capcom acts. Yes. um, yeah. Let's keep them in check for sure. Do you have any final comments for Capcom? Please feel free to include any opinions or requests. We can also leave this question blank. We may introduce your answers on our website. Final comments for Capcom. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I went in a little bit on like the fan side of things here. So, do you have any final comments for Capcom? And from what I said here was Capcom has been on a gold tier for making memorable experiences for years. Every dev team has pushed the limits of what each series is capable of, and with that, has brought along new fans for the ride and given old fans something to talk about. What should happen up next is bringing the long dormant series like Dino Crisis back from extinction. See what I did there? With a truly AAA quality that is known to be Capcom, like we see with Devil May Cry, DMC, Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, and more. Stories are adventures, characters that are iconic, and gameplay that keeps you on the edge of your seat is the pinnacle of what Capcom can and should be. Resident Evil 1 and Code Veronica remakes in the style of RE2, 3, and 4 remakes would be a great love letter to the fans that have made videos, streams, and community mods dreaming about what those games could be like. And that also goes for, say, dinosaur mods and Resident Evil and all that stuff too. I think that's probably the best thing that we can say at Capcom. Also, we could use a return of Darkstalkers in some way. We'll just throw it in there. We'll just throw that in there too. All right. Boom. Do you have any final thoughts? Comment is too long, maximum of 400 characters. How many characters is it? I don't even know. I already trimmed off so much, and it's saying 400 characters. This is terrible. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Okay, so this is the only way I know how to do a letter count, and my God, trying to keep this underneath 400 letters is ridiculously hard. Okay, so this is what we're starting with. This is all we get to say. Capcom is S rank. What's next? Bring Dino Crisis back from extinction. See what I did there? In AAA quality, like we see with DMC and Resident Evil. Stories are adventures. Characters are iconic. Gameplay that keeps you on the edge of your seats. Next, RE1. Code Veronica remakes in the style of RE remakes would be great for fans that make videos and streams dreaming about what those games could be like. Has to be short and sweet to the point, but yeah. Okay. Your vote will be submitted with the following details. Do you wish to proceed? RE4, Leon Scott Kennedy, accelerating gameplay, unique, captivating pioneers, master of its craft, not only Musha Dino Crisis, Devil May Cry. Is there a game that you would like to see completely remade in the latest technology, including characters, story redesign? It's not in there. No, because I'm on the Dino Crisis thing. RE1, Code Veronica, Dino Crisis. I think that's a big three that we really need to see get the remake treatment, especially Dino Crisis. Redo the story around a little bit, build something into a better Dino Crisis 2, basically. Street Fighter 5, reboot old IPs already. That's a big one. Again, too, like Darkstalkers and everything, too. We could use to bring that back. Yeah. Boom. All right. Thank you for voting your wallpaper review for blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Yeah. So that was the Capcom election survey thing. Took about 15 minutes. The hardest thing about it was limiting down, you giving comments to Capcom. So you can go check it out yourself. It is Capcom, it's Capcom Super Elections main page. Go and check that out, and you can do this for yourself. So make sure and hit the subscribe button as it shows there. You can hit the bell to see whenever I post up anything new, and go check out some Resident Evil, some Devil May Cry, some Street Fighter, Monster Hunter, Mega Man, you name it. Go check it out. And yeah, hopefully you find something that you'll like in the Capcom stuff and on my channel and all that good stuff. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I will see ya next time.